Hello and welcome to episode 317 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in Studio B by Bronell, Harv, and Knoop. On this episode, we recap Scottie Scheffler winning again. We're also going to chat about Billy Horschel's come from behind victory at the Corrales, and Nelly Corda is also in Scottie mode. It's not even God mode anymore, or is it Tiger mode? Scottie and
Annika
Nelly
mode,
are in
maybe,
Tiger
yeah.
mode.
There you go.
Alker mode.
We're going to recap all of that, plus what term is this week, Harv?
The Zurich.
Oh, the Zurich
Walk-up
Classic.
songs.
Walk-up songs. We're going to talk a little bit about that and our weeks. Moose Jaw Warriors are into the next round of the playoffs. But before we get into that, we want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, PLYRGolf.com. Use the promo code DriveTheGreen for 20% off your order. As you may have seen, the Prairie Capsule came out next week. But don't fret. There's going to be, I guess, by the looks of things, he's just posting new stuff every single day.
Yeah.
So get that promo code ready. If you've purchased something, chances are you're going to purchase another thing. So I don't know if you want to just continue to purchase or maybe wait, I don't know, another week or two, see all of it come in, and then
Put
just
your big
buy it all
order
at
in.
once.
Yeah.
So, but we've got all our stuff, and all we can say is it'll be worth the wait once he gets into, the next week or two here with more stuff. Lots to choose from. And we're also only like 2 weeks away from the Player 9s in Elbow.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
tournament with Player at Harbor Golf Club in Elbow. So courses are starting to open. We got a little bit of snow this past week.
That's sold out, eh?
It is sold out, yeah. Completely full. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting there. And obviously with the temperatures finally turning, we had our little end of April blitz of snow this past week. But now we're into warm temperatures, so just time to put on the player gear and time to use the Callaway clubs.
Mm-hmm.
We're also members of Team Callaway. So driving ranges has been open for a bit. We've had a chance to do that. But home course opens a week from today. So we will, this time next week, we'll have our opening rounds of the season to talk about, which is going to be great. I can't wait to talk about my 84.
If you make it.
Yeah, I'll get that in my week.
The other three of us are all playing, obviously.
Yeah.
but-
Obviously, yeah.
I mean, I might be playing. It's just how well. And last but not least, I'm having Plainsman Pilsner tonight on the show from Churchill Brewing Company.
Ditto.
The
So
best one.
Knoop just got back from Phoenix.
He's been playing. Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna be. You're gonna go
Not
last 2
well,
weeks,
but-
obviously.
Yep.
Harv, you go first. I'm going to adjust Bronell's mic while you do that.
Okay, yeah. Not too much during the week, but had to go to Winnipeg to coach spring hockey. And now I know I say every city I go to is a dump. But Winnipeg is a whole other level. So normally we go there and stay up kind of in the airport area in those new hotels that Winnipeg has. But when you have 11 hockey teams and parents and whatnot and needing 150 rooms roughly, we had them all booked. And then they just, because we didn't go through the tournament to book the hotel rooms, they took them all away because they didn't have rooms because the tournament vetoed that.
Wow.
And so they stuck us right downtown Winnipeg in this Holiday Inn Express and a Radisson down right by the MTS Center or
Oh, no.
Canada Life or
That
whatever
is
it's called.
not a good spot.
It was terrifying.
My brother and his wife, my nephew, was on one of those teams.
Yep.
And we had family supper tonight before the show. Sorry to jump in. But she was telling us about it, and they literally told her to not leave anything in her vehicle. Anything. If there's a quarter in the cup holder, it's getting broken into.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was insane. And, here's the worst part. I get that they are worried about the homeless people, getting into, the unsupervised parts of hotels and buildings. So they have a parkade on our hotel. But after, 4 p.m., you can't access the hotel from the parkade. So you have to park your vehicle and then walk all the way down the ramp of the parkade and down a block in this dirty old neighborhood to get back to the hotel. It was just, one of the coaches was staying at the Radisson. He walked over our hotel to catch a ride to a game. And then when he got dropped back off, at the hotel and walked back. He walked by a business on the way there that was open. Then when he walked back, all the windows were shattered out of it and they were boarded up and the business was closed.
No.
Like, it's just insane. Like,
The Wild West.
it is, yeah, it's a whole different world to think that that's
We-
part of.
Very eye-opening for a
Canada.
lot
Yeah.
of those kids, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
We
I
used to
wouldn't have let my
stay
kid.
downtown when we played University of Winnipeg,
Yeah.
and it was not great back then. And I've heard it is a million times worse in the last like 10, 15 years.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gotten just
insane.
awful.
But the team that I coach won the gold medal on the A side, so probably
Another-
something to do with coaching. But
What
Another
year was
feather in
that?
the cap.
2014's.
Mm.
Friend of the pod's Alex kid.
No, he's 2013.
Oh,
But these kids, like, I walked into the room the first game and they're just like, "What's up, brother?" Like, you know, like that
Yeah.
sketch guy, and they're just doing the whole thing, and I'm like, "You guys got to shut up and focus on hockey." But like then it just became a thing. Like all weekend, they're just like, "What's up, brother?" Tuesday. But yeah, it was annoying. But hey, they did their jobs on the ice, so it was good. Went out for a few suppers, had a few drinks. Churchill booze count for myself this week was 28.
nice, Harv.
So I'm at 103 on the year. So
I like it.
Couple tough mornings, but
You
Yeah,
made
you
all
made
the
it way
games
through.
though.
oh yeah,
Yeah. No
You didn't
sleeping.
sleep
Missing
in.
those.
You didn't sleep in
Yeah.
this year,
been
hey?
sleeping through this one. Only had I guess I had 2 8 a.m. games, so that kind of 2 days
Wow.
at 8 a.m. and then not done till like 9 p.m. So it's a long weekend.
Yeah,
but
it is.
Yeah, it is.
You're
Okay,
back.
I'll go next.
back.
He's back. Yeah, 103. That's not bad. My week consisted of 3 Warrior playoff games. Went to Swift Current for both road games. Warriors winning 5, so it was nice to go down to Swift Current and win a couple in their barn. So nice to see some Warrior fans make the trip.
There's
it's always
not-
fun to,
Not many better feelings
No.
than that.
especially win
Walking
both.
out of there with a win.
Yeah, win both
Yeah.
too. The second game feels even better after winning the first.
Oh yeah.
Just like, well, maybe see you guys for game 6 if you can beat us at home. But Warriors just a really good team this year, and now it's top team in the country in Saskatoon. So unfortunately can't go up to games 1 and 2 because my son plays with Knoop's son. Different teams, but we're both going to Lethbridge this upcoming weekend. We were hoping to play a game, but the kids' schedules suck.
And the weather's terrible.
Weather's terrible. Kids' draw of their
Terrible?
tournament stinks.
Didn't
It's
look
like
that bad.
14 degrees.
10.
Oh.
Isn't it supposed to be super windy?
It
Yes.
just was. There was wind gusts 100 yesterday.
I
So,
heard Lethbridge is like rivaling Winnipeg for like homeless people.
I can't wait.
So have
see.
fun.
Sounds like it's gonna
Check
be
it out.
awesome.
Great. Then other than that, our renovations are almost complete. The cabinets are going in. They're pretty. The bar is done. Flooring's 60% in, and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the kitchen, and then I'll be done. And then I gotta wait for countertops because they won't measure them until the cabinets are all in, which is the most ridiculous thing ever. So you have to put all your cabinets in, then they come and measure, and then who knows how long until like the cabinet
Yeah.
or the countertops are ordered. It's just like, can you put them in, please?
They didn't even tell you how long.
No,
once
like they're
in?
here. I have no idea how long it takes them to cut them. Like it could
Oh,
be like
yes.
a week. I have no idea.
Were
Yeah,
doing,
you
like, a
saying-
nice butcher block countertop or?
No, like quartz or whatever.
Oh, okay.
You saying it's gonna be done by Friday is like you saying you're gonna golf more this year.
Yeah. So
It's
on
just
that
like-
note, so today, the last step before I can like wipe my hands of it and it's contractors only was my dad's an electrician, so we've been doing all the electrical work ourselves. But then he went on holidays, so we got back yesterday, and it's like, okay, here's the last few things we have to do. So one of them was we had to replace because our previous island had a stovetop or the range, and then we had the oven in a different part of the house. Now we're just going to the more generic one unit or a hood fan and a regular unit, but it's different electrical, so we had to pull in this, replace a wire, but it's wired in through all the floor joists. Our basement is finished ceiling, so we basically have to cut out the floor and pull this wire through the joists. Well, I just randomly reached down to help pull, and being old now, I guess, just pulled at the wrong angle, and all of a sudden I'm like, said to my dad, I'm like, I can't move. He's like, what do you mean you can't move? Pull that wire. I'm like, I can't pull. I cannot pull it. He had to literally lift me up off the ground. I could not move. So now I'm borrowed. Bronell's wife was kind enough to give me a heat pack that's on my back right now.
Is it getting hot?
It's very hot. And it's actually awesome because this garage studio is always kind of cool.
Always.
So now I'm just like, in all my glory, I might just have this all the time. I don't know. I can't believe I didn't have this all winter. But long story short, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play golf next Monday. Like I pulled like the sciatic nerve or whatever before.
Yeah.
Well,
that goes away in like 3-4 days, maybe a week. But this is way different than any pain I've had.
You're going to have to get a portable one to play with.
Oh, it's terrible. Agonizing pain for about 2 hours after it happened.
Yeah.
But I did get out of baseball practice, so that was a win. And then last but not least,
Hold on. Have you been to one yet?
I've been to like 3 of 7.
Okay,
Yeah.
just checking.
But I was planning on making today's.
All right.
And then this happened. But my algorithms, Harvey, did you have any? You
No.
weren't on your phone much.
No.
Too busy drinking and coaching.
Yeah, I guess so.
I got a few. One of which is slap fighting. I've never understood how this is even a sport. Like, it's wild. Like, there's a lot of people against it, but I must be just watching just enough of it where now it's in, and it ain't going anywhere because I watch them all. Like, why would I pay or whatever? I don't even know if they're pay-per-views or what, but you just watch the highlights. It's literally 2 seconds. It's like best of 3s. So there's that, and then I have wrestling, but not WWE wrestling, like actual wrestling, like Greco-Roman Olympic wrestling. I have no idea how that got in there. And then today, before I came on the show, I just randomly started getting glow-in-the-dark paintball matches, like professional paintball matches.
Weird.
Like highlights of guys doing like flips over those obstacles and getting kills, if you want to call them that. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's not even really a thing. Like, they got those automatic guns, and they're just like,
yeah,
just holding the trigger down and just
yeah. I've
like
never understood it,
like
but
MacGruber.
yeah, man. Yeah. So paintball's in my algorithm right now. I had 17 drinks this week. I'm up to 268 on the year. I think Bronell had a few this week. Just you hit the baseline.
I actually kind of had a Harv week. I'll get to it.
Oh wow.
No, not in that way, but
Oh
in kind of a way. Am I next? Yeah, I'll go next.
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Might as well dive straight into that Harv. week.
Very similar week to Matty B. Warrior playoff games. I'm going to be going to game 1 in Saskatoon, so come say hi to me if you find me. Hockey pool standings is one thing I want to bring up. Have you done- have you
it'll
done
be out
those
this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
People are probably wondering what the hell's going on.
Yeah, who's gonna get their money?
And their swag, didn't we say?
Yeah, swag for first if you didn't pay, and if you did pay, you get both money and swag.
That's right.
On that note, when you said come say hi, I had 2 guys in Swift. Said drive the green, made the drive down to Swift, and I said hi. They're not Labor Day Classic guys. They're just guys I never met before.
Nice.
I wish I could remember their names so I could give them a shout out, but yeah, nice to see listeners.
Brad Torrey.
Yeah, not Brad. He's a little sad right now.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not too mad at us for the Player Cup in Elmwood.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He'll be fine by then. Speaking of hockey pool standings, no playoff pools for me this year. So kind
Is
of
that
a
first?
I think it's the first. Like
It does make
it feels weird. There's nothing
Yeah.
to
it's similar
care
to
about.
gambling, right? Yeah, it's
I
similar.
don't
to
have a
gambling.
team. My team's not in it.
You got nothing
Just
to
gotta
gamble
pick
on.
one.
Or
Pick
50,
one.
that $50 I put on the Canes.
It's more that I've picked a bunch that I just don't want to win.
Maybe you
all
should
the
start
Canadian ones,
betting.
the Vegas.
I could start betting.
There's so many that I don't want to win this year.
I mean, it's go nobody go in the Toronto Boston series.
Yeah,
first
that,
of all,
that arena could blow up. I wouldn't be upset.
all the fans.
Yeah, all the fans. not
Okay,
just the
morning
team.
skates, whatever.
Perfect. So yeah, it kind of feels different, but I think my dad was asking me what teams I thought were going to go to the Final Four or whatever, because I think he was going to put in a Kenniston pool. So I kind of have a Kenniston entry. I think.
Okay.
Is that just a bracket?
No, that's where you pick the players.
You pick players, but you basically got to pick from the Final Four, and
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
if you think the Oilers are going to be out second,
They've
maybe pick McDavid. But
well, they've been doing that thing for so long that it is a well-oiled machine. Like they have like a full-fledged like pamphlet that you fill out now, and then you can join the Super 8.
yeah,
And then it says if you want multiple entries, you get a discount. Like
Yeah.
it says it goes up to 20 entries. Imagine
Really?
people getting 20 of those.
Yeah.
Like,
And
it's
what's the
wild.
cost for one entry?
I think it's like $40 an entry, but then if you get like 20, it's like 500. So it goes down to $25 an entry or something like that. Like just imagine putting
It's
20 teams
essentially
in there.
like paper version of like how people are successful at DraftKings.
Exactly what it
Yeah.
is.
Because they're probably like
Put as many as you can in.
put 20 in, but if you put in 20 of the same, and then you just
Well, put
take
in-
1 to 20, and you
or-
win all the money.
Or you take or you take your core guys and then just swap out all the lower guys and then hope to hit those teams.
Yeah.
There's a million permutations and combinations though.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks for that.
Fun fact: my stepdad claims that he invented hockey playoff pool drafts in Craik, Saskatchewan, like in the 70s. He says he invented it with his friend, and then Keniston just fucking took off with it.
Ooh.
So he could have had it
Yeah.
patented before Keniston. I mean,
That's-
Keniston didn't invent it, but
That's similar to the guys that
they're
I
the
know
ones that kind of went with it, right?
I don't know if this was on the pod or off the pod, but there's some guys that I know that actually tried to get DraftKings before it was DraftKings, but they couldn't get through because they live in Canada. They couldn't get it through U.S. like trademarks, and DraftKings beat them to it.
Reminds me of our all leagues fantasy league.
Oh yeah. Like Bill Simmons started that, and then we were thinking about doing where you draft players from all leagues. So you'll have like 4 basketball guys, 3 hockey guys, 4
At
football
least.
guys. Yeah, just like in general.
Yeah.
You have guys from every sports, and they count their stats, so it goes calendar year. So it's like mid-season of both. Yeah, it's wild.
I remember
never heard of
growing
that.
up, the
Yeah.
Keniston playoff pool used to be in the Star Phoenix,
Yeah.
like the standings.
Yeah.
Really?
It was.
Yeah.
Big
Like
deal.
it's huge.
Yeah. It's
Is
massive.
the Star Phoenix still a paper? Do they put it out? Like a paper
Gotta be.
version of it?
Gotta
Yeah, it
be,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. Them and Leader Post.
I also remember in like the Moose Job papers or local papers in general where they had stats of like midget AAA.
Oh, yeah.
They don't even do that. Well, it's all on the website
like-
now.
Can't
But-
say midget anymore, but Knoop does all the time.
Or like
No,
You
I
get-
don't. I said small.
you'd get like
people.
Wednesday's paper and just list like every NHL team or in the summer baseball team, just the roster and just their stats. It was like 4 pages
Yeah.
of just
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, I guess the internet kind of took that all away, but
Yeah.
still, it would be kind of cool to see your name in the paper again.
Yeah. And then my last thing is just there's balls starting up this week, and I'm just trying to get my kids like, okay, like let's play some catch, let's go out, do whatever. And my youngest son just refuses to stop playing hockey. He's like more obsessed with hockey now than ever before. Like, he's just out here playing, shooting in the net like all the time. I'm like, man, it's kind of baseball season now. Like, but can't really blame him for wanting to do something like that, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
That's good though.
My other kid just he doesn't like. He's a lost cause.
Picking up chicks.
Yeah,
That's Showman's walking around the house. He's just walking around the house naked in his spare time.
yeah, pretty much. Not sleeping. Churchill boost count just 15, but I was only in 3 nights, so I had 4 zeros this week, which is kind of a rare thing for me.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, I don't remember the last time I had 4 zeros in a week. So
I tell you what, if you didn't mix in those big ones, you might have.
yeah, it was
been
a
sub
7,
9.
7, 6, and a 2, and the rest were zeros. So yeah,
Jeez.
240 and 112.
I feel like subconsciously could never get below 9. Like he'd
Yeah,
know he's at
won't allow-
7 and he'd have like a beer Sunday and then he'd just grab another one without even thinking about it.
just ingrained in him now.
Just like, that one tasted pretty good. I better just have one more. And then it's
I think I'm
mine.
gonna have another one tonight. Actually,
Yeah.
now that you say that.
And it's also impossible once golf season starts for him to not. If he plays 2 rounds, he's hitting 9 every.
Yeah.
And
You're
you're
right.
gonna play 2
Yeah.
rounds a week.
Yeah, I'm bad with it on the course because it just makes me play better. So
Take them
what-
shoes off.
What are you gonna do?
6 beers and no shoes is the pocket for you.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you won't care about your score, so
Yeah.
you don't need to drink any.
Well, still
Well,
need to
you're
have
just drinking
fun.
for enjoyment and golfing enjoyment.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's hear the
All right,
Phoenix stuff.
All right.
Oh,
Canute.
not a lot actually. I don't have too much to say.
No videos posted in the group, so I don't even know if you played this past week.
I played 2. One that was okay.
First round
One that was
shitty.
really good.
But-
No, first one was good.
No, but the course you said.
No, first one was
Oh,
half decent. The second one really sucked, and then my phone died. For the third one.
Oh yeah.
So-
one of those,
So
yeah.
no, listen.
Yep.
Mm.
No,
So-
Happens to me all the
hey,
time.
take some videos of this course. Oh, my phone died.
And it was the really good one, but the place that I
Yeah,
was staying
that
in,
checks out,
Airbnb, it doesn't have a light in the ceiling, so it's just 2 lamps in my bedroom that I was sleeping in. So it does have a switch on the wall,
They're
and it's connected to
monopolizing
the circuit. So I went to bed the first night that we were there, right before I played the good course, and I just turned the switch off naturally because the lamp was on. But that was the entire circuit in the bedroom. So no phone charged that evening, and then I didn't have it for the.
What was it down to?
Those pesky.
It was red.
Have you ever been
was
to a
red.
Phoenix
Yeah.
golf course that doesn't have a USB in the cart?
Yeah, but I also need to make sure I bring my cord.
Yeah,
Oh.
You
That
should
would
have made
help.
sure.
Yeah,
of
and
it.
I mean, yeah.
That would help.
And naturally, you
Yes.
wouldn't think, hey, my phone's dead. I got to take videos. I'm going to forget my cord.
Yeah, this
It
is
happens.
fishy as
It
fuck.
happens.
Super fishy. I might have to ask his wife if she texted him
yeah,
while he was
your
at that
phone
course.
is dead.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I have
there's
nowhere
no
to be.
way you're not bringing that
Yeah.
charging
I'm on a
cable.
trip, and I don't
There's
have to
no
worry about
way.
anything.
My phone's dead. I'm going to golf. There's probably going to be a charger there. You know what? I don't need to talk. My wife doesn't need to get a hold of me for 4.5 hours.
No, it was
Yeah,
a
but
morning
even
route.
if I-
It was a
even if I got
6:30
in the
a.m. route. It
Uber
was
or whatever
perfect.
you took to get there and be like, oh shit, I forgot my cord. I'd stop at a gas station and buy a cord.
Can you
Oh, fuck.
imagine?
I do not.
Can you
I don't
imagine-
care as much as you guys
No,
do.
That's,
You guys are
that
addicted.
is a bold-faced lie.
No, I swear.
No one on planet Earth that has a cell phone right now is okay with it dying. Not
I
one
do,
person.
I don't care.
Not one person.
I don't care.
Yes,
It
you
doesn't
do.
matter to me. No,
There's
I
only
don't.
one person. It's my dad. His phone's dead for like 5 days at a time.
Deader than a doorknob.
There's just no way.
Okay, so I,
I
did
think
play.
I think it's because he wasn't playing very good and he just didn't really want it on camera.
well, I played
Yeah,
pretty
that's fair.
solid the first 2.
I think
Third
that's
one,
probably right.
Uh,
Some curvature
very
on your
hard.
ball again, or what?
very, very hard golf course. Yeah, so I got there Monday, played Tuesday, played Wednesday, and that was all I did. That's it for golf. But we did take in the afternoon Diamondbacks game against the Cubs. A couple dingers, pretty solid game. It was really nice because it was not full, so we were able to get obviously just the shitty tickets and kind of sat third baseline, which was nice. And then just seminars. So sat there listening to a bunch of
Intramural seminars.
yeah, it was neat. And then I actually had a conversation with a coworker today who wants to present at it next year. So she actually
I do.
asked me to come
Was
and
it
help.
me?
No, it was not.
How do I get to this
What's
conference?
the biggest thing you learned intramural sports wise?
So a lot of the sessions that I ended up going to were data driven. So talking about metrics
Keeping
to
track of stats for
Yeah,
intramural
exactly.
badminton.
That's right.
Seriously?
And then
Smashes.
there was inclusion, lots of diversity stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Moving on.
yeah. That was it. That was my week. Hanging out there,
Good week.
hanging in the pool. Yeah, honestly, not much else.
And see you again next week, eh, Phoenix?
Now I'm back for a week and then I go
No,
back
it's Palm Springs this time next
All
week. So
right.
Next week?
yes, it is. Yeah,
No way.
next Friday.
Next Friday you're
Is
going to
this
Palm
the
Springs.
stag of the guy that's getting married on Elkridge weekend?
No, this is just a golf trip. So
Just a golf trip.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll charge that phone, I guess.
I will bring it next.
How many
week.
rounds there?
Friday 1, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, 1 Monday. Is 6 in
Quick 6.
in 4 days.
Yeah, you gotta charge the phone for sure.
I'll have some videographers that week for sure.
So 6 rounds next week. All right, in Palm Springs, and then where's that wedding?
Like north of LA.
We're going back there. Is this with the same guys?
No, it's not.
Can't wait to talk to your
That's a lot
wife.
of trips.
I can't
yeah.
wait. I can't wait. This is the best part of
She's
this.
coming to California with me, so that's
Like
great.
next Friday or the next time?
The next time.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
yeah,
still,
that makes
I can't.
sense.
This is so much ammo for me, just relationship wise.
Yeah, so don't bring it up.
oh no,
'Cause
I'm
I already
bringing it
feel
up.
No.
shitty. I already feel shitty.
Every time I bring it up, it's just how can they afford it? That's all that I ever get.
He's got the best job in the world. We already talked about
Yeah,
it.
I just
Ed
spent.
Scott's 2, Chris Knoop's number 1. We've already discussed this.
I didn't have to pay.
I
for
know it's the
anything last
best,
week.
but I didn't think he was getting paid $300K a year. Fuck.
I'm going to write my MLA. South Polytech is getting too much money given to them out of the
He is a public employee. You could look it up.
Guy makes more than
It
Scott
is.
Mole.
Yeah. Anyway, what was your booze count? Work trip.
A quick 43 last
43
week?
on a work trip. 43 on a work trip. Yeah, super hard work trip.
Oh, you're sitting in the pool.
The
in
only time
evenings.
you
What
weren't
else are you
drinking
gonna
was
do?
when you're in those fictitious seminars you just talked
Yeah,
about.
have one at lunch, and then you sit in the hot tub in the pool in the evening, and it goes up pretty quick.
Data-driven intramural
Yeah.
sports.
So that gets me to 280 on the year. So I took the lead, I think,
Yeah,
again.
got me 268.
Wow.
What were you, I didn't hear your total.
240.
Yeah, I gotta tone it down
You're
a bit.
261? 8?
Yeah, 268. Yeah. All right, let's get into speaking of the best jobs in the world. Number 2 on the list, Ted Scott, caddy for Scottie Scheffler. We might not even be able to recap these tournaments anymore. If he
What's there to
keeps
talk
winning.
about?
Yeah, there's not much.
There's a couple
Rain
things.
delay. Rain delay, Monday finish. Can you imagine those guys that had to sit around? I know there wasn't too many groups that had to play the next day, but just to finish 5 back of Scottie
would suck.
Scheffler.
Well, that was a big thing. Like, they didn't move the tee times to
Yeah.
accommodate it.
And
In
they
a-
saw
in
the
a-
forecast.
They saw the forecast.
in a
and-
limited field event. Like, it's not like they were even moving them that far forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's wild, but
What
not
was he
definitely
leading? What was he
questionable.
leading by after Saturday? 2?
fuck.
It was close. I think it might have only been 2.
Yeah, but then halfway
Yeah,
through,
2 or
yes,
3.
it was 2 because he shot 63 Saturday to go up by 2.
yeah, and then up 5, and they're trying to race to get this thing done because it's like it's a foregone conclusion. Nope, you guys got to come out Monday and finish, and it's just like okay.
So that's the tournament kind of organizer's fault for just
yes.
And the tour.
in the tour?
Yeah.
Because who's making that decision? The tour or
Those
the
two.
tour or the
Those
tournament?
2, for sure. Yeah.
It's a bit of a shame because it was quite the leaderboard.
If you take him out,
Yeah.
they
Well,
showed
just
it. There
in
was
prior
7
to-
guys at 15 and
Yeah,
6
exactly.
guys
But
at
still,
14
like,
or
it
something
might
like
have
that.
boosted the ratings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Because
Right now, the way
we'll
he's-
get to that, but
I like that course. I don't care what anybody says.
It'd be a
I
lot
like
of
it.
fun.
I've loved it since Lynx 386. I think
Yeah.
I say that every year.
I think it's neat. I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. I just like it.
yeah.
The railway ties, man, it makes everything look good.
It
North
does.
Battleford,
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Willows, like it makes things look good.
Yep.
What? So when they called it Sunday, because I was flying when this had happened, because they played most of the day in rain. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then why did they end up calling? Was it just raining too hard, or was there lightning?
Well,
That's
There
something.
was
had
thunderstorms,
the
but
last
There
I
was
watched.
thunderstorms, and then
yeah.
it got too dark at the end. Right?
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the last I watched was when they were in the first rain delay, and they said the guy came on. He's like, "Yep, we're gonna start these guys at 6 Eastern. Gives us 2 hours, and we figure there's about an hour and a half for the leaders groups to play, and then they roll out to start at 6 Eastern, and they played like a hole. It's like they had like a 2-hour rain delay, and they sent them back out for 1 hole, thinking that they were gonna play the entirety of the
Jeez.
rest of the round, and they're like, "Oh no, sorry." But I mean, that is weather. Like you
Yes.
think something's gonna happen, and then cloud shift, and they're screwed anyway. But
At least
Yeah,
they're
it's just-
close for this week.
It-
Right? Like it's not very far for them to get to New Orleans. So,
I mean, if anything, Scottie's gonna kill PGA viewership. Is really what's happening.
oh, he
He's
did.
running away with these tournaments. No one's gonna watch.
well, the
him.
Masters
the
numbers were
Masters.
down.
But-
Yeah, that was in the news, but yeah. What else?
Oh,
I
there's.
mean, I wrote
oh,
down like this peak Tiger type performances.
Yeah,
It's too hard to put numbers. I know we're going to touch on it in news with all the OWGR ranking points and
Oh,
all
no,
that
we're
other
gonna
stuff.
talk
No,
about
let's
that
talk
here.
about that right now.
Oh, perfect.
yeah.
Before we
But-
get to that one,
But
still
hold on.
Oh,
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
all 10 wins.
Yes.
In February, March, and April.
Can he win after April? We've never seen it before.
We'll find out soon.
The way he's
Actually,
playing,
not
he
that
has
soon.
to.
But
He absolutely has to.
Never done it before.
I know. I know.
yeah, but
it
he
is
didn't
wild
really
of a
win
stat.
until last.
Wheelie.
Yeah. Wheelie
He didn't will we win.
until what? 2 years ago. So
I mean, he is 60-1 to win the Grand Slam this year.
Yeah, he's got shorter odds to win the Grand Slam than Sam Burns does to win the PGA Championship.
I mean, that's a little cherry picked.
A little, but they had to pick like a pretty good player that
they just
was a little bit lower, right?
Completely did that guy dirty by doing that. Like, woke up and just chose to just drive a knife into Sam Burns. Like,
imagine him waking up and just scrolling Twitter and seeing that.
What the hell?
it was 80 last week. It was 80
that would be
to 1.
awesome.
What a tough day to be Sam Burns. So I know it's a big thing about him being like a God-loving man or fearing man, whatever the term is. But I think he might have made a deal with the devil to be this good, like with that swing. Like it just doesn't make sense. I cannot compute that in my brain that it's different every time and it's still that good every single
the
shot.
left side is completely eliminated.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's the whole point of that slide, right?
That's what they had said on the broadcast. Yeah.
Well,
I think I might try that.
I
Eliminate the right
I
side.
might have to try to do it.
was
more.
thinking the only thing.
Yeah, you do it.
The only thing that would have been
When
crazy.
you do it, it works.
I know.
Yeah.
I think I might legitimately
Luckily.
try to do it.
Yeah.
The craziest part for me with all the talk about his wife going into labor and stuff like that. Can you imagine having a 5-shot lead and then overnight Sunday she goes into labor and he leaves?
Yeah.
Similar. Harv brought up the John Rahm Memorial COVID
So they
situation.
just gave it to him because he was running away with it?
Yeah, like I know they wouldn't have given it to him, but just imagine
They didn't have to
withdrawing
make
with a
it
5-shot lead.
public.
Yeah.
They could have just said, just play around and stay away from people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about John
But I mean,
Rahm.
hindsight is 2020. We do know that it was a bit of an overreaction at the time now.
Yeah.
But
But I'm saying like with Scotty. Like
oh
the
yeah,
fact that
it would have
this-
been wild for him to withdraw.
Yeah.
But he'd have to. Like, you
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
stay
he already
no
said he
choice.
was.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're that religious, you're going to hell for being a liar. No?
I was thinking about that swing comment you made, and did you see the video of it was like a captioned Rory imitating Scotty's swing, and it was Shooter doing the Happy Gilmore swing in the woods or whatever. I thought you'd like that one.
I thought you'd like that one.
Great trophy. Obviously, the little man or whatever that they get, and then the
jacket.
plaid jacket's good too.
Just the fact that he won the Masters last week.
And then
Like
He doesn't. He
Every-
probably didn't bring a big
for-
enough suitcase
for
the two
years we-
jackets he got.
Well, yeah, for years we've been making picks on this pod, and if somebody wins, you're not picking that guy the next week.
yeah.
Like this guy's coming off an emotional roller coaster, like especially winning a major. Like
I also find it wild they put an elevated event right after the Masters.
Yeah.
They've done that 2 years in a
then
row.
he shows up
yeah.
late. He only played the back nine
On
for
Wednesday.
for practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
and these two
probably,
courses
like,
are
The only-
maybe his wife. There's like a little like Glover's wife. And like if you're not gonna be here, you better be winning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he had to win.
I'm holding this thing in. So I assume he's going to take a 2-week break now.
yeah.
At least.
But
I would think.
I'm also impressed because these two courses are so much different.
yeah.
Right? Like you go from Augusta, you come to here. It didn't make a lick of difference for him.
Best ball striker. They
Yeah.
always win.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, some of the stats. Start with the most wild one: 53 consecutive holes making 4 or better.
Yeah.
And I think that's still going. No.
I don't know what he.
No, he
what
made
shot.
5 on 18.
Oh, so it was a jinx then.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Just mailed it in.
Yeah.
5.
So it was a jinx. And then the other one, Scotty's OWGR rankings between the distance or the difference between him and Rory in second is bigger than the difference between Rory and Tiger at 738 or something like that.
Yeah.
Which
That's wild.
it is, but like that just makes me think those things don't mean shit.
Well, we've been
But
saying
that also,
for
I think
years,
that ends up like when I
Also
don't-
cherry picked that they picked Tiger.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't
to.
know. Like that's gonna mean that he's number one in the world. He could get I don't know how many missed cuts in a row, and he's still going to be number one in the world for
a long time.
like a year and a half.
And if
which
he
is
was that good,
insane.
I understand he's won 2 tournaments in a row, but with that distance and being apparently that much better
Yes,
than everyone, he should win every time.
he might.
Yeah, like to
But he
Knoop's
won't.
No.
point about the year and a half. That's if he misses all those cuts. He's not going to.
Absolutely.
It almost seems like it's injury to
Yeah.
the only way that he's not going to be number one for like 4 years.
Yeah,
He's got it locked for a year or 2 for sure.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
There was a lot
and
of
then if you put it into a vacuum, and it's just more like a year from now with with 10 missed cuts in a row, and he's still the best player in the world. How can you say the guy coming off of 10 missed cuts in a row is the best player in the world right now?
Yep.
It will be.
Right?
I don't think it would be by then, though.
I don't know.
Well,
There's
Well,
some
it would
math.
depend if someone else got hot or not, or if it was all spread out.
But if it's all spread out
Yeah.
and everyone's even,
Yeah.
technically he's the best in the world from what he did previously.
yes,
Yeah.
And all of those guys would have an argument.
if-
What happens if a guy wins twice?
If Oberg wins 4 times in those 10 missed cuts, well, he's going to be right there.
Yes. But it goes to show that if you get hot for a period of time, you get like a ton of wiggle room, which is why Tiger was number one for so long.
mm-hmm.
Rightfully so, but
Yeah.
he gets to stay number one for so long because you just had that hot streak that all you have to do is win once a year for the next 4 years, and he's going to be impossible to catch up.
I did read today that Scottie has the most FedEx Cup points ever up to this point in the history of the FedEx Cup. So that's impressive. And then to only think that if this keeps going, he only gets a 2-shot lead by the time.
Honestly,
the championship.
has he ever won the FedEx Cup?
He is not. No,
No.
He lost it that 1 year to Rory.
Yeah.
1 year, 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Yes, it
Rory
was
beat
2
his
years ago.
bitch ass that year.
But yeah, like that makes
Sweet.
that whole thing also dumb. A couple other ones, just from term of quick ones, and Bruno can do the Canadians. But Ricky Fowler had a decent week, 18th, but another kid on the way. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see what happens there
There's
to
some
his
new
game.
dad powers there.
And then the other one, Kevin Kisner got invited somehow, or S someone's D or whatever. Second last.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't finish last, eh?
No.
It
Dunlap.
sure
Oh, yeah.
Dunlap
does.
nipped him, or he nipped Dunlap by 1.
I think we can just keep coming back to the golf is actually a hobby now because he's the commentator first, and golf is his hobby.
No, but he's playing with Tiger in the
TGL.
TGL. He's on Tiger's team.
Stop stealing the stuff from the news.
No,
Well,
that's
you might
great.
as well bring it in here
Let's
now.
just bring it in, tie it in,
Just
less
a
news.
tie-in.
The what are they
Shorten
called? The
this thing
Jupiter
up,
Links
fuck.
Golf Club. Golf.
That's way too much news.
No, it's all tournaments.
Oh, okay.
They announced their team. So Tiger, Homa, Tom Kim, and Kevin Kisner.
I actually like that logo. It's kind of neat.
The logos of the why they're
The one
keeping
good
this charade up that it's actually going to happen and putting all these marketing dollars into things is a little weird to me, but it is a nice logo.
It is.
Yeah.
And the New York one's nice. Like they got a few.
Yeah.
But we'll see if they ever play a
Who knows?
arcade game,
Mhm.
whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then we might as well talk about the or Canadians, I guess. real
Canadians,
quick.
yeah.
Well, I got Canadians for both, but
We'll just do
Might
the
as well.
one.
The
Yeah.
ones.
Uh,
We'll do the
so
other.
this was a neat week for the Canadians. Hughes, Hadwin, Connors, Svensson, Taylor all finished between 39th and 49th. So
Nice.
you don't need to know who finished where. They were just all in that range.
Yeah, that's pretty neat, actually. Let's talk Corrales. Billy Horschel, back in the winner's circle.
We're not talking about this for long, are we?
I got 3 things.
Okay, that's
Well,
good enough.
9 under on Sunday to
That
win.
shirt that they gave him was
Was that a
absolutely
shirt
ridiculous.
or was that like a jumpsuit?
I don't know.
They just took it off. Hey, can we get one of the old Masters caddies thing? We'll give it away for
Yeah.
this tournament.
Isn't that what people wear in Mexico when you're getting married on the beach? Like
Yeah,
something like
sure
that?
looked a lot like it. But Billy Horschel,
they
we
in
shit
Mexico?
on him for so long because he
No,
was
I'm just saying.
Oh,
he was
okay.
fighting it for so long, and then he's been kind of doing well lately.
Yep.
I
His
mean, it
game's
must
rounding
just,
into form.
must just burn him up being in the second tier.
Oh
event.
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
now he'll be in elevated events. He won.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, terrible trophy.
He earned his way back.
Yep,
Really.
as he should.
And who picked him for you?
Knoop.
Oh, fuck.
Did I?
Yeah.
And Maddie
yeah,
gave you
terrible
Scheffler.
trophy, just a crystal vase at 63 on Sunday. Screwed over what would have been a really nice story in Wesley Bryan.
Yeah,
sponsors exemption to that. Hasn't had a decent finish in like a decade.
Did he finish second?
He finished solo second.
Really?
Started with
Fucking
Leader in the
Billy.
clubhouse too.
Well, the Oilers are going to win the cup, I guess.
Yep.
For rip.
He came from what? So he won by 1 and he beat him by 6 shots. So came from 5 back to win the tournament. Like those are the impressive ones, and it is crazy when you see those types of comeback wins. Like guys that are 5 back and go super, super low.
Oh, yeah.
And just like the leaders can't get quite going.
Yeah.
They should have
they
switched
lose
to
it?
Corrales coverage. On the
They
main
could have,
network.
yes. You couldn't watch the Corrales.
Yeah.
Well, no, because the LPGA was on too.
No,
so.
and it went to Champions Tour.
That's right, it
Ugh.
did.
Golf Channel went to
Ugh.
Champions Tour. We're talking about 2 events on the PGA Tour on PGA on the Golf Channel, and you're showing Champions Tour event over the secondary event
Yeah.
on the PGA Tour. It was wild to me because when Scottie was doing that,
Yeah, because Chevron was on NBC.
yes.
Yeah.
And the other the RBC Heritage was on CBS, so I went to Golf Channel to watch this tournament, and I'm like, oh, I can't watch it because
The
senior
Golf
tours on
Channel is obsessed with the Champions
Oh,
Tour.
Yeah.
we talked about it 2 weeks ago, and we said just
Wait
end
till
it
Tiger's
already.
on there.
Oh God.
Won't be.
It'll
End
be
it.
the Champions Tour network.
Yeah.
Probably.
I think that's it. Tell us the Canadians that
Oh,
this-
there's just the one last one. Kevin Chappell, he missed the cut, but he went albatross triple on back-to-back holes on Friday.
Oh, yeah. What did you finish on 4 and 5? Even.
even. Yeah.
77 on the day to miss the cut.
He went. The Albatross was first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just so high on life that he
Tripled the next.
Yeah.
Canadians.
parked at OB. Pendrith was the only good one, T11. And then Silverman and Raj were both missed cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Raj missed the cut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not close either.
Yeah.
1 over, and I think
Who
the cut
looked-
was 4 under.
Who
or
looked
5 under.
Thursday?
Who looked? I
think I
looked.
did actually. 'cause
I look
think
all
he
the
was
time.
like 39th on
Yeah.
Thursday.
I look all the time.
I look all the time.
Aces birthday shots week. No aces. Obviously, there was an albatross. Birthdays, I didn't see any. No one posted any in the group. And then shots of the week.
Didn't see a lick of golf.
Do you have one from your game?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That wasn't filmed.
Good call.
We'll believe you.
I think maybe Dick's shot that I played with on Monday.
Where's Dick from? Chicago?
Arizona.
Oh.
He called himself a desert rat. This guy was like 75-year-old chipper guy that just golfs all the
Oh,
time.
I thought you were going to say he had a chipper.
No.
That would have been awesome.
I love those.
He made this like I don't even know what you would call it. It wasn't a putt because he used a hybrid on this really long green and made like I don't know a 70 or 80 foot putt. But he just 90% of the time wouldn't use his putter. He'd just pull out his hybrid and like hockey stick style and like putt it.
Like he
It
put
was
his hand
fun.
way down on the
Classic.
shaft.
Yeah, like
Desert
halfway.
rat.
It was insane.
I wish
He
you could have taken
sucked
a
at
video
it.
of that at some
He
point.
sucked at it, but he made one really long one.
You should have said.
Good for him.
You should have
Good
said,
for that
Dick.
old desert rat.
Yeah, Dick. I love what you're doing. Can I take a video of it?
I should have actually.
Oh wait, my
That would've been
phone's
great.
dead.
Oh, that was Monday.
No,
It
that was
would've
this was
worked.
Oh,
this
okay.
was the
Yeah,
round
it
that he
would've
chose not to take
Yeah.
any videos, not the
I
one.
drank
Right.
23 beers at my conference yesterday,
Yeah.
and my phone died.
Yeah.
I don't have a shot of the week. Scheffler's too good.
My shot of the week was at the Chevron Challenge where they have the dock that they jump into, and I can't remember who it was
yeah.
that hit it so far into the water that it went off the dock and bounced onto the green.
Lilia Vu, I think, is who
Yeah,
it was.
That's what it
Nice.
was. Yep.
Yeah.
I actually have two. One was the Scheffler chip in the rain on that short-sided. I'm sure you guys all saw it,
It
but
was like
Oh, yeah.
one of
Saw
the
it for
first
sure.
holes of the day for him.
yeah, like you just
that was
like,
on 2.
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
hop before the green trickles down, it goes in. But then today, just before I came to the pod, it was Cam Smith on a live post just practicing, and he was like at the back of a bunker, like honestly like a foot in the bunker on a downslope, and he just like hit this shot. He just threw it way up in the air, and he had a tee in the ground like 3 feet on the green, and it just like landed so soft and just like didn't even hit the tee, just like nestled up to it like a bocce ball shot, like just
Really?
right to it. It was insane. Might be the best shot I've ever seen.
but wasn't in a tournament. So
Who cares?
Yeah.
It wasn't even in a hole. It was just unbelievable.
Okay, let's get. We got to lead the news with Nelly though.
Sure, if you want to.
Speaking of Scottie Scheffler and dominance, there's dominance on both tours. I watched quite a bit of the Chevron, which is remarkable because I don't know how they're going to get people to watch the LPGA when I tune in for a major championship, and it was the slowest, most painful golf I've ever seen in my life.
yeah,
They were playing so slow. Brooke isn't fast.
Mm-hmm.
Nelly's pretty fast. But the group in front of them, they would literally have to show like shots of like 10 other players before Nelly's shots just because she was waiting so much.
mm-hmm.
It was impossible to watch. Like I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, anyone who flipped over to this to watch what could have been, I mean, it wasn't a tight finish. She was up by 3 pretty much all of the back nine. But I was like, I'm just going to do other stuff.
I was flipping between that and the Jays game, and I was
And then
watching
get,
it
like,
with
full
Luke.
innings for one hole.
Well, yeah, I'd flip back to the golf, and he was like getting mad, like, "Why are you flipping?" It's like, "Oh, I want to watch the next shot," and it was like, I couldn't get the timing right, you know, like.
Oh, it was horrible. There was one time, because I was doing the same because I got to the point that I could not do it anymore. Where I think I watched one or maybe even 2 innings, and they had finished one hole in that period of time.
That's
like
insane.
It was so bad. Like I think it was through 10, and then I flipped back over. I'm like, they're not through 11 yet.
I think I saw on Twitter that it was like 5.5.
Yeah, it's too long.
5.5 hours.
But
Were they playing a player cup on Saturday?
Sixum scramble. Oh, there's one.
What was I gonna say? As good as like the Scheffler run is, I think it's the second best run in golf because this one's better.
Yeah, because she didn't lose to Steven Yeager.
You're right. Yep.
Yeah.
So I just
got
actually
4 wins in a second.
Yeah.
His last 5
Yeah.
starts.
I just looked up the women's golf rankings, and Nelly is like 12.42 rankings or points, and then Lilia Vu, who is in second, is 6.52. So
double.
a lot of the same, exact same, pretty much.
It's a flawed system. What wasn't flawed was that cannonball she did into the water.
Oh, like absolutely perfect form.
Yeah. Held it all the way in. Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Not the best trophy, kind of a big fancy, almost spittoon-like thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what it looks like
Yeah.
to me. Brooke, was right in it.
Well,
sure
she made
was,
a
yeah.
charge a bit.
And she sucked on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She lost by 3, and Nelly
Left-
beat her by 3 on Sunday.
And left one in the bunker on front 9 somewhere, and then almost left one in the bunker on, I think it was like 14 or 15. Just a short game stunk.
You'd think Sunday would be her day.
Well, here's the thing.
Nice one, Harv.
Scottie was already winning. You
Too
can't.
busy.
There's
Too
not
busy.
enough to go around.
Yeah, he didn't know where to go. Yeah.
There's not enough to go around.
Oh, boy.
Savannah Grewal missed the cut.
Nice one, Bronell.
Yeah, that's it for the Chevron, I suppose.
Yeah. But
it's
my takeaway is it was so slow that I don't know how anyone that even was remotely interested in it could stick around and watch.
There's all this match talk of, Scheffler facing off against Korda in a match. Well, I mean, it's an okay idea, but like, it's like having a match with Strokes, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just wouldn't make sense to have it to me. Like, because she's obviously playing from playing from the forward or some sort of forward tees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the like? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I
It'd
could
be difficult.
I could see
it,
a
but
two a 2-on-2 would make more sense, right? Like have
Yeah.
Scottie and somebody else against
like
Yeah,
a
you
mixed
could-
Nelly,
two-on-two?
Nelly
Yeah,
and
Scottie
Rory
and a
or
woman.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like what you should do, like Scottie with like the 20th ranked LPGA, and then
Nelly with
Nelly with the whatever ranked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Demon
or
favorite.
just
Not
like
1-2, yeah.
some interesting characters, maybe because those
Steph
two aren't
Curry,
that
yeah.
interesting.
Those two are
Tom
tough.
Brady, you're right. They do those.
No, not that.
Ratings to
Some,
those
some
speaking of
good
Tom
characters on the tours,
Oh,
like
okay.
Homa or somebody,
Yeah.
somebody that yeah.
Kisner. Random tangent.
Oh, wow. 4-2.
Random tangent, but there's a roast of Tom Brady on Netflix
Yes.
May 5th. I can't wait for that.
I
Oh,
know.
really?
Yeah.
Are they going to make fun of him kissing his kids on the lips all the time?
Has to. Has to.
Hope so.
And they'll make fun of
will.
they'll make fun of his divorce for sure. Divorce jokes.
Yeah, they haven't
kissing
announced
kids.
the roasters yet. It's like a surprise. So hopefully Jesselnick's on there.
Oh, yeah.
Sandberg. When Sandberg did that one, that's
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the best.
I know that the one that they have, well, Kevin Hart's hosting it, and then what's his nuts is there? Jeff Ross.
Jeff Ross, yeah.
always.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Speaking of roast, this guy's probably roasted in hell right now. O.J. Simpson died last week. We didn't bring it up. So
Callaway guy. Callaway guy.
Oh, man.
Really?
Oh boy.
OJ was a Callaway guy?
Yes.
Oh, my Lord. Wow, okay.
Not
Hey,
where I
you
thought
started, Harv.
Not where I thought I was going to go, but that just worked out too perfect. We've kind of touched on it. Obviously, Masters ratings were down. I mean, for whatever reasons. I wrote down in my notes, like, golf ratings idea, and I have no idea what that meant. So when it comes back to me, I'll have an idea here in a couple weeks, I'm sure. But I was a little shocked the ratings were that down for the Masters. Like,
Mm-hmm. Especially with
first
all the
tournament
live
with
guys
all
there.
the live guys, like all
Yeah.
the big names were back together. You would have thought.
Tiger made the cut, yeah.
Tiger made the
And
cut.
stuck around for the weekend, yep.
Yep.
Didn't withdraw. That's a big win.
All
for
right,
golf.
yeah.
Speaking of Tiger, another dumb stat that came out was that guy who's like, if anyone ever thought what Tiger would have made if he made 2024 money in the year 2000.
I love that stat, Harv.
I love that.
Why do you love it? It makes
Because
no
what
sense.
was the number?
93 million.
93 million with all the bonuses, PIP, all that stuff.
Okay,
I think you
well,
take
why
Pip
don't we
out.
get what
Take
Hank
Pip out.
Aaron would make this year in the MLB out on the internet then? Like, it's just
Yeah, but
dumb.
those are contracts. This is
that's
earned.
different.
This is earned
Well,
money.
how much would he have earned hitting all those home runs in 2024?
No, that
$1 billion?
doesn't make any sense, Harv. Not even comparable. This was a perfectly
He's
comparable
sticking to his
scenario. Yeah.
guns.
It literally
It's the
has
same
tournaments.
thing.
It has tournaments with payouts, and all they did was say if he won those tournaments with today's payouts, this is what he would have
Okay,
made.
well, why didn't you do the opposite? What did Scotty win in 2000 with no PIP?
I mean, Hammer and Hank's.
I would also love to see that. I would love to see what Scotty would win back then, because it would be similar to Tiger.
It's almost as good as those money made per shot.
Or
Those
pitch-
ones
or
stink.
money made per pitch. Those are the best.
Yeah, throw more pitches.
Babe Ruth smoking cigs, just making a quick 10-year, $400 million.
Yeah.
Exactly. You probably would have.
Or my favorite's still Steven Strasburg getting paid
Oh, yeah.
like $60 million still, and he's just rotting.
Won that championship,
Crazy.
though.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
All right, next.
Next, Theo Epstein.
Oh man.
What?
Baseball.
Oh, Theo. I was thinking Jeffrey.
I was like,
I was like, oh, Harv's bringing out Jeffrey Epstein.
Don't steal my thunder on this show. Theo Epstein gave a presentation to the PGA Tour on how to attract younger fans. What? Why you guys look?
I'm
I was
still.
just
that
waiting for the
happened.
punchline. Yes, I
Oh
know.
yeah. Well, it must be an Epstein thing about luring younger people to watch
I knew it
events.
was
You
coming.
always
I
wreck
knew-
jokes for him.
I always wreck him because I know exactly how he thinks.
Yeah.
We've been doing this too long, Harv. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Uh,
Wow, they really called that no goal, hey?
That idea is fantastic, though. So we'll see if anything comes with it and what
What's
they
the
put in.
idea?
Well, I don't know. They
Just
have to
younger
have some.
fans?
Yeah. They have to bring.
More
they have
concerts,
to
I
try
guess.
to be able to bring.
P. Diddy
new-
involved, maybe.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Another one. He's doubling down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we talked
right.
about Jupiter Lynx. The President's Cup international team named their assistants or alternates or whatever
yep.
they're called. Ernie Els, no brainer. Trevor Limmerman. I mean, I guess taking a week off from the booth. Ogilvy and Vajagas are the four alternates.
That's a good mix. A little
That
bit
is.
from everywhere. And
Yep.
I would have thought they would have another Canadian on there, but
Maybe Stephen Ames.
They're all on
Nah.
it.
Not a match play guy, obviously.
Gillette, maybe. I don't know. Then just around the world here, the Champions Tour, the Invited Celebrity Classic, won by Paul Broadhurst.
That's what they were showing.
Yes.
They always show that one with the celebrities there. Marty Fish won the celebrity side.
Of course.
But
Romo
the
was
weird
up there, I
one,
think.
and
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
it's not weird, maybe I just don't know, but Josh Donaldson was third.
Yeah, he's a good golfer. So is Ernie Clement
Really?
on the Blue Jays. Oh,
Josh
did
Donaldson.
you got that in the news?
No,
They
but I was
interviewed,
going to bring it up.
Yeah, they interviewed Justin Turner after, I don't know, the San Diego game. Ernie Clement had never played Torrey Pines before, showed up and shot 74
Nice.
Really?
from the tips.
North Course?
I have no idea.
Uh,
But it's always cool when you get like regular professional athletes and you hear they're really good at golf. Then it just like makes you like them that much.
Did you guys see what Romo said about Scheffler today?
No.
That he's played like 500 rounds with him probably in his life, and he doesn't think that Scheffler's ever shot over 70 playing with him.
I believe it.
500 rounds?
Yeah.
They're buds, hey?
And then something
Texas
came out
guys.
about what if Romo and Scheffler were partners for the Zurich this week? Like, what do you think their chances would be?
100%.
Top 5.
Pretty good.
Top
You've
5.
seen the world golf rankings. He wins every tournament.
Yeah, but there's some good teams.
I would
man.
say they're
I
top
wouldn't
5.
say there's good teams.
Romo was enough for the alternate shot
pretty good
portion
teams.
of that.
Like
tournament.
Cantlay,
yeah.
Schauffele against those two.
I can't think
They
of a
didn't
more
win last
unlikable
year.
team. Cantlay, Schauffele, maybe the worst team I've ever heard of in my life.
They've been
Partners
teammates
for-
forever.
They've
And I think
won
I say
this
that every year.
Haven't they won this tournament before?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yeah, when there was 36 teams and it was those two against
The dailies.
straws,
Yeah.
the bottom of the barrel.
They blew it last
Um,
year.
Corn Ferry
They did.
Tour, the Lecom Suncoast Classic, won by Tim Whiting, Swedish, so I don't know the pronunciation.
Vidding?
Might be Vidding. Good point. He beat Steve Fisk and Pat Cover in a playoff, 3-man playoff. I think they just stole the trophy from the Corrales and used it for this one too.
Oh, there's Spittoon?
No,
No, that
that's
was Chevron.
That
Oh,
was the
right.
Chevron. Corrales, they're both like just like a crystal vase.
Oh, yeah.
Like they almost look exactly the same. Creighton was 8th, Papineau was 20th, Yellow Miraju was 37th. But obviously the big story of this week was Miles Russell, that 15-year-old who
Yes.
qualified, finished tied for 20th. And since that happened, he's into the next week's Corn Ferry Tour, and he got invited to be in the Butterfield Bermuda
I love
Championship
that.
in November.
Awesome.
I had to double check because I thought maybe it was Chuck Woods under an alias because he's the best, so I assumed it was him. But he broke all sorts of records with this finish here, even some of Tiger's records. So
That's
Yeah,
cool.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. And he looks
And
like
then,
Chase Porter.
Yeah, he does look like Chase. And then get to the Canadian.
yeah, the PGA Americas Tour, the 69th ECP Brazil Open, but won by Canadian Matthew Anderson. With this win, he's first place in the Fortinet Cup rankings as of this point, so hopefully he keeps that going. Obviously, a lot of other Canadians this one, too many to list. Just your standard generic trophy for this one. I mean, they're not really going
What do you
hard
mean?
on-
What's
just
the
like
what's
your
the
little
standard?
cup,
Oh,
cup.
yeah.
Yeah.
the little
On a wood
wood
base.
base.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's too generic. That's it for news. No tournament on the DP World Tour. They're back this
Right
week.
on.
Did they wave that goal off because it hit his glove on the way?
Yeah. Above the. Well, they couldn't tell if it was glove or stick.
Yeah, that was a
above the
weak.
crossbar.
I would have let it stand. For
That guy
sure.
dropped a giant fuck off after. Did you see that?
Oh
They
yeah,
split
fuck
screened
you.
him.
He said.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Even better.
I meant to bring
Speaking
this
of
up
which,
early.
Aaron Boone getting kicked out for not saying a word. That was hilarious.
meant to bring this up earlier when we were talking about world golf rankings, but I have a top 10. My top 10.
Top 10? Can you narrow it down to 5?
How about 3?
No, my top 10 golfers right now.
Oh, the
Oh.
Knoop World Rankings.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay.
This again.
Interesting.
Used to be 5. Now it's 10, I guess.
I had
And
to
it was
fit-
terrible.
I
It
want us
lasted
to go
3
like 1 to
weeks.
700.
If there's more than 3 live guys on this list, you're fucked in the head.
well, obviously Scotty's number 1.
I can
You're going
see
one.
it.
You're going starting from 1. You got to start from 10.
You know why it's 10?
No, go up. Go up.
You want me to go?
You
keep
have
going?
to
One,
start
go
from-
one up. Go one
Yeah.
up.
Why?
Well, 'cause-
That's dumb.
Well,
Well,
because
no,
we already know
'cause I think
Scotty's
we don't
one.
know who's
We're all
number
going to
one.
agree on 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to know who 2 is then.
Yeah.
Wyndham
Right
Clark.
now.
Wyndham Clark is number
Okay.
2 in the world.
Wyndham
Right
Clark?
now. Yes. The way he's playing, absolutely.
I'd say that he had a pretty good week this week too.
It's just
Yeah,
easier
you
to
missed
remember.
the cut at the Masters.
Remember, he's extremely recency biased with this.
Yeah.
Well, because that's what it should be.
Hey,
Like,
it should be more
week to
recent-
week?
It should be more recent.
What if he shoots 59 in a practice round?
yeah. I like that he goes up though, because then we can think of when he says one guy, we can immediately think of, is that guy not better than the guy you just said?
Yeah.
Other way, it's too hard.
Yeah,
to
that's
figure
true.
out.
Okay, number 3, Xander Schauffele.
Yep, he's an idiot.
Number 4, Aberg.
Yeah.
Aberg's
okay.
probably 3.
I mean, I got Oberg over Schauffele
over
right
Xander.
now.
Let's see
Yeah.
the
He's
rest
not.
of the list.
We got Rom at 5. We got
For
Cat-
what? What's he done
Cantlay
lately?
at 6.
Cantlay?
Can I just do my list here?
No, I'm gonna argue every single one.
Cantlay at 6. We got Bryson at 7.
Oh my god.
Then we got Neiman at 8.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh my god.
And then we got Max Homa at 9. And then Rory at 10.
And what's the actual list?
How is Neiman?
Well, there is no real
at 8.
actual list.
No,
What's
the
the
actual
one that they
official
kinda
go
use?
OWGR.
No, I don't
Wow.
mean what's your actual list. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
what's the OWGR say?
Not this made up one.
Oh, Rory's 2
Yeah, and you have him at
Yeah.
10. Where's Neiman?
Yeah.
35?
at least.
Yeah, 50?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he can't get points,
Yeah.
but still.
I mean, I probably have Morikawa on there.
What, because he's had 2 good weeks?
How many has Neiman had?
Recent.
He's had 2 good weeks?
Clark on number 2, and you don't
Wyndham
have.
he has been awesome lately.
What's Bryson had for good weeks?
One.
One.
Don't worry about it. He's coming.
So this
Yeah.
is a predicting
He's
of the
coming-
future
yeah.
too.
Bryson's coming, and Morikawa came.
I used
Oh,
a
I
little
love
bit
it.
of data golf to kind of look at some of the rankings, and that's where we ended up.
I thought you were going to say pick names out of a hat.
It sure sounded like he did. Okay, let's get to picks. Pick
Pick
recap.
recap. So Bronell won both tournaments this week.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
But Harv also got points for winners. See, I got it closer.
So standings are Matty B 21, Bronell 13, Harv 12, Knoop 10.
See, I did my job.
Because I did have both winners
I don't know why you're wanting it to get closer though.
picked for me.
It feels wrong running away with it like
So for the Heritage, Bronell had Jason Day 18th, Tony Finau given to him for 12th, and Akshay Bhatia 18th for a 16 average. Knoop was second there.
16, nice.
He had
got fucked
JT Poston
on Sunday.
5th, Rory 33rd, and Steven Yeager 18th for a 19 average. Matty B was 3rd with Cam Davis 49th, Xander Schauffele 18th, and Sungjae Im 12th.
You were
for
last and you
26th.
had the winner?
Yeah, I had Glover 33rd, Scheffler 1st, and Nick Taylor 49th for a 28 average.
No
and
cut.
then at the Corrales, Bronell had Pendrith 11th, Noren 23rd, and Mac Meissner missed the cut 71 for a 35 average. I was second there. I had Gracerman 40th, Horschel 1st, and Carl Yuan 71st missed cut for 37 average.
Carl.
Matty B had Tyler Duncan 71st, Dan Berger 50th, and Peter Quest 9th for 43 average. And Knoop had Justin Suh 71st, Bud Cauley 71st, Chris Gotterup 71st for a 71 average.
Okay.
Dan Berger was an easy giveaway to Manny B. Like that guy's, I don't know why his odds are so good.
Yeah.
Well, I
It is
thought
wild. Yeah.
Cauley felt similar.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I don't get it. You got a preview?
Yeah, I do. Zurich of New Orleans Classic this week. So TPC Louisiana in New Orleans. Par 72, 7,425 yards. We have Davis Riley and Nick Hardy back to defend their championship last year.
Oh, that's right.
After they both won their first PGA Tour event in their career.
That's right.
So we have the foursomes record here, 63 by Xander and Cantlay, as well as the Canadians Taylor and Hadwin. And then the 4-ball record here is 59 shot by Cantlay and Xander last year. We got 80 teams this week, so 160 players. There are some notables this week. One new guy. Rory's teaming up with Shane Lowry this week.
All right.
So that's a little bit big because Rory's never played in this event. We do have Harv's alien twin brothers playing this week, as well as both Fitzpatricks are back this week. So that'll be kind of neat to see how Alex does after he's had a little bit of success over in the DP World Tour. So we'll see how this week goes.
Okay.
And there is Live Adelaide, but I completely forgot about it until we got here.
Yeah.
So
good.
Everyone did.
Isn't that the most important live event, or
It
like
is,
the biggest one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he forgot about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Been-
Bryson
busy.
and Neiman are in the top of the
just watch
rankings.
this week, they'll just rake. You'll see.
all right, Harv, we can go to what? 5,500?
I can't load it.
Plus 6,000.
Won't load
Okay.
for me.
So you're last. You go to last. Or no,
I-
he goes.
I
last.
pick first in both.
yeah.
No,
It
who
goes,
I pick
it
first.
gave
goes
Scheffler
Bronell. It goes Bronell, Knoop, me, Harv.
I can't load it.
Because for whatever reason, 2 tie, all tie, since you both gave me a winner.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
So
Do you have it
really,
up?
I should be second, and then you guys fight it out for third and fourth.
You can't load?
No, I don't have it.
Okay,
Hold on.
here we go. Six you can't take.
6
Okay.
and below.
Putnam, Highsmith, and below. Berger Perez is 6.
Yeah.
Which Perez? Victor?
Got to be. With Dan Berger.
Wow, those guys are. Yikes!
Let's just pick
There's
a
something.
random team.
These teams are terrible.
They're awful.
There's not one good team here.
Pick Raj.
Not
Who's he
one
playing
good
with?
team.
There's
Roger
seriously
in
not
it?
one good team.
Roger in it?
The
Who's he playing with?
Cooties? Give me you and Pan.
Okay.
Me?
Yep.
I'm gonna take the cooties.
I was 100% taking the Cooties. They were both top 20 last week.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Oh man, I had the Cooties. I thought maybe Knoop would take them. Maybe. Shit. How far down are they? They can't be that far down.
101.
Okay. Well, I guess.
Is that Duck Hodges playing this week with the
Yeah,
Woodland?
with Gary.
Lee Hodges, man.
Who the hell is Duck Hodges?
Steelers quarterback.
Oh,
And he's dating that
Is he
Lainey
still
Wilson.
dating her?
Oh, yeah. He shows up
I'm
to all the
gonna
award
take-
shows.
I'm gonna take Kuchar and Stricker.
that's what I was gonna take.
That's a
with my
good
second
pick.
pick. Didn't think anyone would take those guys. I'm taking Smalley and Schmid.
Schmeedy boy again.
That was mine. My second team.
I guess I'll go Moore and Neesmith.
Not terrible, I guess.
Moore's been good.
Is Roger playing?
Taylor Moore? He was up there at the Masters.
Isn't it Ryan Moore?
Roger's playing with
I hope
Josh
not.
Teeter. Hey, Rod is playing with Josh Teeter. That's not bad.
Is it Ryan Moore or Taylor Moore?
Got to be Taylor.
Hope so.
I'm gonna give Maddie B,
I know exactly who I'm getting.
Higo, and Fox.
That's way better than I thought I was getting.
All right.
Because
I just
I'm
have no
giving
faith in that
Bronell.
team,
I was about to say Garnett and Straka.
that's a good team.
I know.
I love Sepp. You know I love him. Give me them.
I'll give you.
Give me that.
I'll give you. Just because you said it, I'll give you Berger and Perez.
No. They're inside?
Yeah.
Fuck.
See, I did what. Now I'm giving the second. Now I know. Now that we've established who's in second, now I can start giving bad picks again. Once you guys tie again, then I'll start giving you good ones.
Then Harv's up.
So I got to give to Knoop, eh?
Or you can pick two
I'm
if you
gonna
want.
pick. Don't worry. I'm taking. Fuck off. What?
Nothing.
I'm not gonna take who you're thinking. I'm taking Luke List and
Yeah, that's
Norlander.
exactly who it was.
List
Fuck.
and Norlander. All right, Bronell.
I'm giving Harv.
Yep.
Oh, I'm giving him Gim and Kim, of course. Chan Kim. I gave him to him before, and he just lit it up.
You got to be happy with that, Harv.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I
Yeah,
can't believe
whatever.
these teams.
There's some wild teams on here.
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah,
Harv's
just-
taking all my guys.
Just
now.
close your eyes and guess.
Well, that's not good. You're in last place.
I know.
Chappell and Duffner are in this.
I go to the bottom and pick somebody.
Yeah, Roger Sloan. You're going to look him up anyway and jinx him some other way. You might as well pick him.
Hale Jr.? Who's that?
This is dead air. This is the definition of dead air.
Oh, man.
Put some tunes on Jeopardy music, maybe.
Oh, I crossed my legs.
At least throw some clicks in there. How's your back?
Good until I cross my legs there and then put my leg down.
Fuck.
Take Lawrence and Potgeier.
What is happening here?
Knoop's just randomly
This is-
guessing. It's a guess anyway.
Literally
so
just point
pick one.
at the
Insane.
screen.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with Streelman and Laird.
There you go. Laird's good.
'Kay.
Streelman
It's
and Laird.
really windy.
Hopefully it's really windy. I'm going to take Echevarria and Gracerman.
You looked at my list, eh?
You are close to me. And you're last, Harv.
I'm giving Knoop. Is that Ben Griffin or Lanto Griffin?
Got to be Lanto.
Does it?
Doesn't have to be. I think it's probably Ben.
Montgomery and Lanto?
Okay, Knoop can have Ryan Lipsky.
Lipsky's been
Trash.
tough.
Love me some Lipsky.
Yep. Well, there you go. Zurich Classic in the books. What else we got going on this week? Start of the course opens, Warriors. That's it.
Yeah,
Warm weather.
Lots of
Absurd.
courses opening this week.
Yeah, a
and
pile of them.
It's gonna be a
And next, I
nightmare
guess.
making this graphic with both these names.
Yeah, just
I
like
think
give 'em
some are open
nicknames.
already. Elbow's probably open.
Yeah, it opened on last weekend.
Bunch of Saskatoon, I think.
Well, a bunch of Saskatoon, and then they had to close because they got snow.
Oh, we gotta do a best
Yeah.
bet, by the way.
Oh, we still have best bets, hey? I think best bet
Is there
is
live tournament this weekend?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my best bet.
Well-
Cam Smith to win in Adelaide.
Bryson to win.
Cam Smith's plus 1,000 to win.
But he's
at
not in
home.
the top 10.
Shit. Probably why his odds are so bad.
Whose ever odds are better for us, we pick between Bryson and
what
Cam
about
Smith.
what about Cantlay Shoffley plus 1,100 first round leaders?
Better how?
Hey,
Wait. Say that
Higher.
again?
Cantlay and Shoffley are plus 1,100 first round leaders.
First
Guys,
round leaders.
they have both course
I do love
records.
that. Yes, they do.
They have both course records.
What's the first format?
I believe it's 4-ball.
Yeah, go for it
It's
then.
got to be them. Plus 1,100.
Sure.
What the fuck just happened?
I might reload my account just to bet that.
Just sitting at 0, eh?
Yeah, I finally ran it down. Well, I ran it down a while ago.
Xander,
Just haven't put any money back on it.
first round leader.
Plus 1,100. Too easy.
You know who's gonna win?
Was
Thigala and Wilsey this week.
They could, yep. Certainly.
if only we could pick those guys.
Nope, we could have given
That's
them
the
away.
whole point of it.
You guys got anything else? I don't.
Oilers are probably going to win
Here's
the
the other
cup.
thing, though. I know we got away from picking those guys because in the past, people would just pick the best guys and they end up winning. But that wouldn't have been a thing this year. With
Other
all
than
the-
Scotty, yeah.
Other than with, like, the random winners that have been winning.
Well, that and then Scotty run.
Yeah.
It'd be
Well,
like
Scotty's been picked every time he's
it'd
won
be
a
like
game.
it'd be like the game of asshole where
Who
the
gets
president
first?
just
Yeah.
gets Scotty every week, and it's like,
That's
you-
right, yeah.
give me those jokers, baby.
That game was so much fun. I fucking love that game.
It
You
is
want to play
good.
some right now?
Yeah, we can play right
should.
after while we're loading the pod.
Should.
It's all about the first round. Who gets
It
prez?
Yeah. But with 4, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Four's all right.
You get like
8.
You get like 6 or more going.
Yeah, impossible to get out of that.
Those
hole.
neutrals are staying neutral, and then the top dogs are staying top dogs.
Neutrals can somehow get to vice. Never
Could,
get to
yeah.
prez though.
Yeah.
And those shit guys, you're playing asshole to get to neutral, and then 7 rounds later maybe get vice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, it's time for us to hit the clubhouse.